Let's get started from the agricultural sector, where the Lagos State government has inaugurated 3 agro-processing centers in Ikorodu and Agege, as well as a cooperative multipurpose facility facilitated by the Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Project to boost farmers' productivity in the state.
A cooperative multipurpose facility located in Agege is one of the latest interventions provided by the Lagos State government for eco farmers under the Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Project, being sustained by the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The State Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola Olusonya, is here to hand over the cooperative office to the farmers.
May this translate into one of the biggest agricultural banks in Africa. Thank you very much.
The appeals project, the World Bank support has rounded up, and one of the things the sustainability strategy we put in place is that so that our farmers can get second level financing, which is single digit interest. And what we have done is to have a multi-purpose organization that is manned by the farmers. Everything is controlled by the farmers, and in the next couple of months, with the structures we have put in place, we hope that it will metamorphose into a microfinance bank by the grace of God. Already we have quite a number of farmers that have registered, and it's an ongoing exercise. It's going to be a robust structure. It's not just for loan, but they can actually access other facilities, technical support, monitoring and of the farms. We're also looking at linkages with other collaborating institutions. So basically, it's going to be something like what Appeals Project is doing, but to be manned by the farmers themselves, so that they know where it hurts, and then they can guarantee each other, because it's more like cooperatives. So every farmer beyond the 3 value chains across the whole state will come and register with them. They know themselves, they can guarantee each other, and then with proper monitoring and all of that, they can access some of the second level financing.
Lagos is one of the success stories of the Appeals Project in terms of implementation, in terms of seeing the realities of all of the initiatives of the project in the lives of the farmers, and it culminating as a first instance in this cooperative multipurpose society limited. I think this is just a snippet of what can happen when like minds come together and decide that truly all that they have learned, whether be it in technical capacity building, be it in support in the form of grants that have been received, if people truly come together with integrity, with focus, much can be achieved. And I give a big kudos to the different farmer groups, producer groups, processing groups that are a part of this cooperative.
Next is the fish farmers camps, also in Agege, where the Lagos State Appeals Project has supported those into catfish business with blast freezer, deep freezer and generator to boost their productivity.
The Appeals Project is a collaboration between the federal government of Nigeria and the World Bank. It's a program that was to run for 5 years. It just wound up September of 2023. But because it's a collaboration and because it is a platform built to sustainable levels, Therefore, it's not a platform to be discarded. It's a platform where 10,000 farmers were to benefit from. You have women, you have youth, and as such, even in bringing the farmers together, many have now come together to form cooperative societies, to form different form of associations and groups, and as such, you now have businesses merging across board. You also have economies of scale with regards to the various value chains. Therefore, it is one of the best platforms to build up on as a state government with regards to the proffering of solutions, with regards to empowerment, with regards to capacity building, and so many other things. The state government is also running concurrently the Lagos Cares project, which is also a World Bank collaboration with the federal government. So it just goes to show you that it's not for one to have a program of such nature end abruptly. It can't even end because, as you can see, the farmers themselves under the appeals program have come together to form this Eco Appeals Cooperative Multipurpose Society Limited. So it goes to show you that even the farmers do not want the program to end. In the nature of Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, he's a builder of legacy, and as such, he's also one to continue a program that he sees that in terms of the returns on investment and in terms of returns to society, it is beneficial to all. So this is a program that would still continue. It may not have World Bank funding, but it will have Lagos State backing, and we have other multilateral agencies that are ready to support the Lagos State government. All they need is a veritable platform, and this is one of such. So therefore, this is not a program that is coming to an end.
On day 2, the team moves to Itamaga in Ikorodu area of the state to inaugurate a cottage broiler processing center for Imota cluster. The State Appeals Project Coordinator gives details of the equipment put in place for the poultry farmers.
Place in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Ghost. Amen.
This initiative is coming at the right time, particularly for farmers struggling to remain in business.
What we have done is to build a processing center, a standard processing center with a killing line for dressing. Then we have the cold room and all of that, so that in and out of season they are able to sell. And that is the only way that we can sustain what farmers get, because if we support them and after that season they don't produce, there's always the tendency that they will divert the fund. What we have is a business alliance arrangement where the cluster has an organization, a board that helps to manage. It's not going to be managed by individuals. So they have a committee in place that would do the processing. Then other farmers will bring in their broilers to process. And then there's also a linkage with some off-takers that will come and off-take. And that way there's always markets, for them. And just lately, we even linked them with somebody who wants to start using the facility and go into feather mill, because he cannot produce enough feather mill. But the more people that buy, and that would also address the issue of feed production. So with the feather mill, it's very rich in crude protein. It would also help to reduce the cost of production.
Many of us are involved in producing broiler. The market is not anywhere to be found. If we even produce beyond the numbers of 20 or 200, to sell it will be difficult. Our cry was heard by our SPC that introduced us to appeal. And today, we are not only celebrating this building, we also celebrate her vision to help the farmer. Our motive is initially, we're ready to phase out all imported food. We have started in a very high magnitude. And with this intervention, I want to pray that with God being behind all of us as a farmer here, we are returning back to the center of our production. You will not regret having done this for us.
The chairman of Imota Cluster takes the team round the facility and explains what each of the equipment is meant for.
this is where we have the leaders, the place where we are able to prepare the feathers so that on getting to this place there will be no problem of the feather. In short, this is the plucker. The plucker that block the bed feather and give us a clean bed,
The journey continues to Ikorodu Poultry Estate Association along Itokin Road, Ikorodu, where massive poultry farming is ongoing. Egg aggregation center is also available for Ikorodu cluster to make the farmer's job faster. Farming is now modernized. The machine is sorting out different sizes of egg produce. Such initiative has attracted educated men and women who are now taking over the sector, but seek more support from the government.
The steady, constant and robust support of the government to the farmers is greatly appreciated. We would like to officially make public our appreciation for intervention during the last egg glut and how we were able to stem the tide with all thanks to the timely intervention of our commissioner. We will need a conditioning center plus the aggregation center so that when we have plenty of eggs, then it can take 2-3 days and the egg will be in a very cooled atmosphere. Yeah. And also we are very much in need of waste management.
We have like a broiler hub within us here. We produce, but it's been at a very slow pace because the off-takers have always ripped us off. So, there was no margin, so there was no point going into it. We would like to resuscitate that in this estate. You have helped us with, I think, a couple of processing centers here, and we also want them to be in business and all that. So we want, for some of us that have gone out of business, we want them to come back. Even if it is just 500 broilers, we want to be able to produce to market.
Looking at this business, there are some challenges which will not go away. One of that is the egg glut. From experience, it's like we're having, on the average, 3 egg glut season within a year, a production year. And each time the glut comes, it's a big problem. Not only that it's very difficult for us to sell, you sell at very low price, below the cost price, and you are at the mercy of the buyers, the middlemen, or the ultimate consumers. So it's a big challenge, and it's really telling on our business. One area I think we will request for intervention to address that is having an egg processor machine that can process egg into egg powder.
The commissioner responds to their demands.
You said electrification, you still need help in that regard. And now you have a processing or aggregation facility for your eggs. You have a farmer off-taker linkage arrangement. I'm not saying that linkage alone suffices. We should actually work to get you more so that you reap the benefits of your hard work. The work for us here now is we have a recurring problem with egg glut. How do we stop that it becomes a thing of the past in the lives of a Lagos poultry farmer? How do we help to sensitize people? Because even when we talk about egg powder being a good solution, how many Nigerians truly understand what egg powder is and the utilization of it and the idea that it's still the same as your regular egg, other than the fact that value addition has gone on and it's been processed into another form? Because sensitization is also key. It's one thing to do egg powder. Your confectionery industry, how big is it? compared to what you'll be producing. So it still needs to be that egg powder is consumed in homes, not that it is to a niche market.
She assures farmers of continuous support to reduce the impact of naira depreciation on their businesses.
Focus on farmers because of production. You still have value chain actors in processing and marketing, but let's even kick off with production and producing enough to cater to the needs of Nigerians and to the needs of Lagosians, which is why Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu believes in the Lagos food actors, which is why he's coming from the end in mind, which is how do we ensure we kick production to a hilt such that our farmers are truly happy? And that brings us back to the marketing angle of it. We know where our strengths are, we know where our weaknesses are. When you consider the land size of Lagos, it is the smallest state, yet the most populous, and we will always have food production challenges. But we are the largest market in sub-Saharan Africa, and that is an advantage we have on our hands, which is why we are trying to do a reformation of our market systems in such a way that those who are producing have a place where they can actually market their produce and get the right value for it. One of the biggest impediments to the growth of the agricultural sector in Nigeria is that our farmers are not getting the right margins. At the end of the day, it is a business, and you want to get into a business where you are sure of your profitability. When you don't have that, and then there's that high risk and the tendency around not having the assurance of making the right returns, you would have a massive exodus of farmers from within the agricultural space, which is where we are coming from to say we would ensure that in having the right food systems and in having the right market infrastructure, you start to build a commodities exchange to cater to price fluctuation, to cater to price fixation, such that our farmers are happy, and even before they start production, they know the prices at which they would sell.
The Lagos State government says it is determined to establish the right food systems and market infrastructure for farmers in order to make Lagos self-sufficient in food production.